the Evergreen Media Network Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. We're so glad you could be here today. It's October in Vero Beach. It's coming. Trust me, it's happening. Although this morning was a little funky. We were talking about it before we came on live on the show. If you woke up early this morning, I didn't have to get up that early, but I was up about 7 o'clock. We go out and we play tennis on Tuesday mornings. So it was kind of foggy, but it was actually smoky. And there were particulates in the air. And it turns out that there was a wildfire in Quebec, Canada. And that consequently made its way all the way down to Florida because of the way the weather in the United States was. So, and a shout out, I was playing with Tracy Zudans, my dear friend, and it really was affecting her. Cindy, they were saying that there are people, only if you have like a really bad breathing issue. Yeah. Orlando was really bad this morning, apparently. Wow. The particulates in the air, that kind of a thing. They were like, stay inside.
Well, I wonder because we have some kind of breeze.
Yes, exactly. It just was thinned out a little bit. It wasn't as bad, but it was pretty funky. And then even at 9 o'clock, I went over the Barber Bridge, and it was just kind of gray out there. You know, Rebecca Emmons was also going to work or something, and she's like, I thought I was in England or something like that.
You know, I said that. What was the one show that they did with the 38 fog or whatever? I was like,
yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, but there was a breeze out there. It's beautiful. The weather is changing a little bit for us. We're going to probably not hit those 90s anymore. We're going to see something that's a little more less humidity. We've still been bumping into those rainstorms every afternoon, though, as we did today. We know it's fall because the car carriers are back from a real estate standpoint.
So no leaves.
No leaves. we don't get leave changing. We get car carriers. They're dropping people off, coming back to Florida and leaving their cars here in October. A lot of times they just come down and they open up their houses, stay for a little bit, head back for the holidays, and then come back after Christmas. So, and it's just going to cycle. That's the seasons here in Vero Beach. Yeah. So, we love Florida. We love Vero Beach. The things to do. We always talk about a couple cool things to do around town. Friday night is the Florida. It's the stroll. It's the Friday art stroll downtown, 14th Avenue. Love that. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. All the art studios open up. Of course, there's a lot of restaurants you can pop in. I know some of the art studios have beverages there, and obviously you can go into the restaurants. You might even see my guest down there sometime. Always definitely, once we've introduced him, you'll be able to go over and introduce yourself and tell him you saw it on the Lori Davis Show. Also, there's Oktoberfest, which is this is the Rotary Club, Cindy. They're going to do it. There's 5 Rotary Clubs.
Yes, this is Sunshine Rotary.
It is. Well, it's all of them. They're doing it. I was surprised. It's all 5 Rotaries getting together. Okay. They're doing an Oktoberfest. It's at the Community Center on 14th Avenue, again, right downtown. Okay. And it's German beer, German food, and prizes for the most authentic attire.
German attire.
Again, we have to drop the Tracy Sudan won for the best outfit last year. It's like the Tracy show. I don't know what it is. No, she has.
Okay, so let's just give her this.
There you go. Tracy watches the show. Yeah. So she has the dirndl. I guess that's what you call it.
Oh, yeah.
And she had the long blonde braids. So she looks like she should be a German princess anyway. One other thing that we've got is there's a concert in Sunrise Theater. It's Queen. It's the Killer Queen concert, which actually for people that like that kind of music, and if you've ever seen a band that does it's an impersonation of Freddie Mercury. Wonderful. Really, really fun. So let's get on to Citrus Grill House. Thank you, Chef Scott. He always provides us with a beverage. Today, we've got a lemon drop martini. I wanted to say that because this is the first cocktail we ever served on the show. Yeah. That was the first one. I thought that was very kind of sort of wonderful and taking me down memory lane. So it's delicious. It's wonderful right now. If you go over to Citrus, Christy's at the bar. She's always so good. It's crisp. It's lemony. And they make fabulous cocktails. They're located at 1050 Easter Lily Lane. They're right there on the ocean. They're right next to Humiston Park. That's where Citrus Grill House is located. It's always fresh ingredients. If it's not fresh, they're not serving it. Great staff, great location, lunch and dinner Mondays until Saturdays. So go on over there and see it. Dale Sorensen Real Estate by the Numbers. Year to date, they have sold $576 million here in Indian River County.
That is crazy.
Thank you. 19.3% of the market share. Yeah, and the next
crazy.
closest broker is 413 million, 435 transactions for 13.9% of the market share.
So that's like between the both of you, you have like over a third of the market. That's crazy.
I mean, it's top heavy for sure with the brokers.
Yeah.
But I found something out really interesting today. So in the county, Indian River County, year to date, and that's as of today, $2.998 billion has sold in real estate in Indian River County. Amazing.
So almost $3 billion.
Almost $3 billion, but exactly 1.494 billion on each side. Selling exact numbers. Like I couldn't have made it up. When I saw it, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, so because there's a list number, right? Who listed it? There's a cell number.
Yeah.
And then there's a total number.
And then a total number.
And it was exactly the same for list and cell.
But the list and the cell is different, I'm thinking.
No, they were the exact same number.
All of those
If you
were the
total
same.
those two, it comes to 2.998 billion.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy. I was like,
crazy.
I don't know. The world is evening out. Everything's going to be
It's
just
all
fine.
in the numbers.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Anyway, our guest today, we have a gentleman who is running for city council. He is a co-founder of the Young Republicans of Indian River County. He's also vice chairman of the Utilities Commission. Let's welcome Taylor Dingle to the show. Welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Lori.
I'm so glad that you're here today. So you're running for city council. We're very excited about that. I always ask people, I know we got to get on to the details of city council, but people move to Vero Beach because of Vero. That's why, because of the lifestyle, because
charm.
of what it is. Why did you come to Vero Beach? What brought you here?
Well, initially it was work.
Okay.
So I'm in the golf industry. I'm proud to serve at the Johns Island Club. I'm part of their golf professional staff there.
Absolutely.
I came down, I relocated in about 2017.
Okay.
Had a great season. At the end of that season, I met a girl who later became my wife.
I love that. She's in the studio, guys. We're keeping her off camera. So
we're here for the long term.
That's fantastic. That's great. 2017. And the golf industry, what a future industry. I mean, that's fantastic. And that also gives you the flexibility and the time to to be on city council.
Exactly.
Correct. So why city council? Why did you pick that?
Well, if you look at all of the ongoing issues right now, with the development of Three Corners, relocating our wastewater treatment plant, stopping any further pollution from entering our Indian River Lagoon, that all concerns my future, my wife's future, hopefully our kids' future. So I wanted to be a part of the solution. I ran before in 21 and 22. Hopefully the third time's the charm.
Yeah.
But I was prepared now, or I was prepared then, and I'm prepared now more than ever to hopefully be a part of that solution.
That's fantastic. I did read the story that was, I think it was an interview where you're talking about talking to Taylor about running again, and she was very supportive of that. So
she was.
That's fantastic. All right. Now, one of the things about city council, people have to understand this because the city of Vero Beach is a very small area.
It is.
It is. And most people don't live in the city of Vero Beach. Okay. My question is, and I say this for my audience, how do you know you live in the city of Vero Beach? Because my address is Vero Beach. My postal address is Vero Beach, and my zip code. How do they know?
Well, the easiest way to do it is if you go on the City of Vero Beach on their website, there's actually a hub, and it has "Am I a city resident?"
Okay.
And all you have to do is just type in your address, and you'll know right then if you're a city resident or not. It's mostly 32960, some of 32963.
Okay.
But those are the two big zip codes if you live in the city.
There you go. I did not know that. 32960 and some 32963. We've got, it's kind of that slice right down the middle, isn't it? From
Very
the
small.
ocean
Yes.
kind of back to the airport area?
Yes.
Right? Okay. Now, most people know that there are three big issues. Everybody's talking about these that face the city of Vero Beach. But, the thing is that everybody in the county is affected as well.
Exactly.
Right? We don't get to vote. I live in the county, Cindy, you live in the city, don't
Yep,
you?
city, yeah.
Okay, good. There's a vote.
I'm listening to what he says.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I'll tell you when we're done.
Okay.
No, but anyway, like that's why people have an opinion.
Yeah.
But let's start with the Three Corners project. What are your thoughts on that project? Going forward?
Of course. Well, before I start with that, I mean, I consider county residents stakeholders. They come to our city. They spend their dollars, so you're a stakeholder in the city of Vero Beach. So I would value your input as much as a city voter.
Thank you.
Because it affects your future as well. So Three Corners, this is a project I'm very excited for.
Yep.
We're one step closer from making this proposal a reality. I was a big fan of the Standing Ovation plan. They called it the Standing O, the large mixed use of recreation and riverfront dining. I'm not sure if you can find another property like this in the state of Florida on the waterfront, a little over 30 acres, undeveloped, and here it is right here in the city of Vero Beach. So we got to make sure we have one shot at it, and we have to do it right. What I hope, my vision is I would like to see the mixed use, a lot of green area. I would like to see dining along the waterfront at different price points so everybody can go and enjoy it.
It's a good idea.
I'm going to put you on the spot here, Lori.
Yeah.
How many places can you access by boat if you don't belong to a club, a private club by boat in the city of Vero Beach?
You mean for a restaurant?
For a restaurant, yes.
Riverside.
Riverside.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all. I know.
So the people that I know who own boats.
We should have so many more restaurants on the water, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's crazy for where we live.
I believe it's one of the biggest missed markets here in the city of Vero Beach.
I agree.
And if you look at most of my friends who have boats, they go down to Fort Pierce or they go up to Sebastian.
Absolutely, yes.
So that traffic can go both ways.
Right, for sure.
I was just at Quail Valley this morning over at their boat club.
Yes.
And that was beautiful, having breakfast overlooking the water. I know at night they have the tiki bar. But what an experience and something that the public can enjoy.
Agreed. And I like
what we have to work for.
I like your thought about different price points too, because people don't need it. It doesn't have to be fine dining. I mean, cheeseburger in paradise, right? I mean, all you want is a good burger and a cold beer, and something like that. I think that's a great idea. I guess they've already sent out RFPs.
Yes,
I guess they're called.
Request for proposal.
Okay, so when you come in, and one other person's going to come in with you. I'm a consummate optimist. You can't change it, can you? It's going to go forward, right? I mean,
it is. What I consider, we don't want to overdevelop it because we want to keep the charm here, the Vero charm that we hear about. I like using the term a gracious growth, a managed growth to this project.
Yes, yeah. That's what I'm thinking, because I think everybody, well, and does it have to all happen at once, do you think? I mean, have you seen the proposals?
No, not yet. Okay. So developers have until December.
Okay. All right. So we don't even know what they're going to give us yet. Okay. But one's like part hotel, part restaurants, part park. This is what I read in the Vero publications. So that's what we're looking at. Well, that's great, because I think it can't be done soon enough. Except that the 17th Street Bridge is going to be under construction, so the whole thing will be torn up. We'll manage to find a way to get over the bridge.
Something very important to me is the council has made noble efforts to get my generation more involved. Now, a lot of people my age have the flexibility, like you mentioned, to attend these, weekday, Tuesday morning city council meetings.
Yes. And
they've tried making them in the evening, but it's still tough. One of my campaign promises is having town hall meetings.
I like that.
Yes.
So what is that? What is a town hall meeting? What happens?
So mostly it would just be, I would be trying to gather input from the audience, hopefully people my age. I'm going to send the text out to all my friends. And
sure.
I'll make sure that they're in those seats. But right now we have a coffee with the mayor in the morning, which you might have been to.
Yeah.
That's great. But again, it's Friday morning at 8 or 9 o'clock. So I want to do something in the evening to gather input from people my age, because the reality is we're going to inherit this project.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And I think it's really important. And I think there's a lot of people in your age group who have, people think everybody in Vero Beach is older, and they're not. There's a lot of young families. There's a lot of young people. And they do. I mean, I think they're all optimistic. I think they all want.
They're all excited.
And they're all excited, and they're here for the same reason, because it's so beautiful.
They want to see it done.
That's right. And they want to see it done right.
That's the big thing with me. The current city council and past city councils, they've just been approving these proposals. Well, time for action. It's time to get a shovel in the ground and get this done, because the biggest thing I hear, people joke around, they want to see it done in their lifetime.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know. That's not very good.
I'm ready to act. I want to get this done.
I'd like to see you with a shovel in your hand over there on that project. That'd be great. Okay, moving the water treatment plant. Is that even possible? I mean, what? Tell me, what is it going to happen?
If you think about it, relocating our wastewater treatment plant, it's vital for that Three Corners project.
Yeah.
Because right now we're living in an apartment very close by, and some mornings you can smell it.
Oh, it's terrible.
And I doubt, a developer that wants to come in, potentially put a 5-star hotel, they see the wastewater treatment plant, they may withdraw their proposal. So it's very important we move it. And many residents don't know it's not a do or don't project. We're obligated by the state through the passage of the Clean Waterway Act. So we have to make updates to the existing facility we have now. So they picked a location a little bit more inland, over by the airport. And right now we're just trying to figure out the best course of action so our taxpayers aren't burdened to cover the full cost.
We saw that. Yeah, everybody was reading about that recently. Well, and I think obviously everybody's for it.
Yes.
But so you just got to get in there and then, just like you said, move things along.
Exactly.
Right. I think, there've been a lot of the same people on the city council for years in and years out. I mean, I've been here 23 years. So the same names keep popping up. Yeah. And the same, nothing gets done. So, well, I'm very excited for that.
The biggest thing with that is, as you mentioned, being the chairman and co-founder of the Young Republicans group here in Vero Beach, I've been able to build a network throughout the state of Florida with many young adults, young Republicans that also serve up in Tallahassee.
Fantastic.
And I think my network would be very beneficial. At the end of the day, we need the state to help us. We need funding. We need grants. We do everything right. I see a lot of speaking with my friends about this up in Melbourne. They're receiving grants. They're receiving state funding down in West Palm and St. Lucie. It's the same thing. I think it's time we get rewarded for our good deeds.
I like that. Hey, listen, we have to take a break because we pay for the show with some commercials.
Okay.
We'll take a couple commercials. We'll be right back with Taylor Dingle to talk a little bit about twin pairs. Talk to you in a minute. Be right back.
If you dream of creating a home with furniture where you make life one long weekend, visit Sunshine Furniture now and save 50% on all Tommy Bahama and Lexington during the fall savings event. Bedroom, living, and dining room, home office, media, and occasional furniture that is inviting and comfortable, Tommy Bahama and Lexington offer everything you need to furnish your Florida home. We're also having a huge half-price fall sale on lots of other coastal furniture by Universal, Hooker, Riverside, Seawinds, and Capri, including big sales on patio furniture by Berlin Gardens, Lloyd Flanders, Telescope, Kingsley Bait, and Windward. All pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price, and in-stock rugs are on sale too. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in Vero Beach next to Planet Fitness. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and be sure to shop our outlet store directly across the street.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Have a sunshine day. Sunshine.
If you operate a small business, you need services like payroll, tax compliance, HR tools, and other resources. You need Complete Employee Solutions. Vero Beach has a team of professionals, including Anthony Sammons, Matt McCain, and Jennifer Comer, who saw the need for competent payroll, HR, and employee leasing services. Call Complete Employee Solutions at 772-978-7277 or visit their website at CompleteEmployeeSolutions.com.
Advertising is essential. You've got to make people aware that you're there. We can do that with a cohesive marketing campaign from Evergreen Media. Based on your business goals, we'll create a mix of digital advertising on social media sites like Facebook, video advertising on streaming sites like Hulu and Paramount Plus, and supplement them with local TV and radio ads. Build awareness, educate, and inform the public with a cohesive marketing campaign by Evergreen Media. Check out egreenmedia.com or search online for Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
All right, we are back in the studio with Taylor Dingle, who's running for the City Council of Vero Beach. The election is November 7th. The you can vote from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., but we're going to wrap that up in a little bit. Taylor, we were talking about twin pairs.
Yes.
Everyone has an opinion. We actually have something, because this is live stream, we're going to be talking on Thursday at 5:30. There's something over at the community center.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. Tell us a little bit about your thoughts about twin pairs.
It's a very hot topic issue right now. This has been going on for how long?
Yeah.
But it seems like this council may finally, put a nail in it.
You think?
Maybe.
No, that's the thing. Oh my God, what are we going to do?
We'll see. So right now the council has moved forward with a comprehensive study to see if it's feasible.
Okay.
Now we're waiting back to see what the results, what those results are going to be. I have a lot of questions more than I do answers.
Right.
I have a lot of concerns.
Yes.
One of them, if you're removing a lane, you're making it two.
Right.
Eventually that lane is going to be either shut down or, God forbid, there's an accident. Then what happens?
Or under construction, like shut down. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you have one lane going east and west. Well, it would, whatever way you're going in.
Yeah.
We just saw the Brightline train.
Yes.
Its inaugural launch.
Yeah.
What time of day is the train going to be going through? I would like to see the traffic flow through that downtown area to see where it's at its height and when it's at its lowest traffic point, and see if that correlates with the Brightline train, because that could potentially impact it as well.
Right. And I think too, I think the twin pairs and the narrowing of roads, there has to be an understanding of what the plan is for downtown, and they don't have a plan. So I mean, they're trying. Everybody's really trying to come up with a master plan. I think if it has to be more pedestrian. And I don't,
that's why here.
Yeah, but I think you just close off 14th Avenue from 23rd to Route 60, and then people can walk around, and the restaurants can put tables out there, and people will play music, and it will be fantastic.
Yeah,
right?
A lot of people. Another concern is parking. They believe there needs to be more parking in the downtown area, and they believe narrowing would bring more parking. But I just can't wrap my head around it. Thinking about it, is it going to be parallel parking? Is it going to be like Ocean Drive, where they're coming
backing
in at
into
the
Route
angle?
60? Could you
then
imagine?
You have cars coming 35 to 45 miles per hour on that road.
Yeah, I know. And we have an older community, not the best drive.
So all we have to do is just wait and see what the report says. We may get the report, and it may be, don't do this.
Right.
And that would be easy for us. But in the end, it all comes down to the state, because it is supervised by FDOT.
Yeah.
So they would make the ultimate decision.
Right. And even in the study that we had from Mr. Gibbs, that was the most recent one that came through. And he did three corners. He talked about Ocean Drive, and he talked about downtown. There's a parking garage right by the courthouse.
There is.
That is always vacant. And all you got to do is run a golf cart, a 6 or 8, person golf cart. People love to ride in a golf cart. I mean, if you parked your car there and put your kids in the golf cart and drove to downtown where they blocked off the street, they can play, they can, you can have a drink or a bite, and somebody's going to play guitar like they do at Cravings out on the beach. It's like there are solutions here. And I think the parking garage, is a good one.
Well, yeah, not only that is the parking lot across from Jensen's. Adjacent to the American Icon, there's that parking lot.
That's true.
Then
That's right.
Just recently, the American, I'm sorry,
21st Amendment.
No, not 21st Amendment. The U.S. Game and Wildlife Building.
Oh,
that's right there in the center.
Yes,
that's vacant now. They're leaving, and that parking lot, I used to park there because it was a 9 to 5 business.
That's right.
And there was at least 30 to 40 spots in that area.
Right. So
I
absolutely.
would like to see what would happen with that.
There's also the post office there.
That's true.
Right.
Post office.
And it's, I don't know who owns the post office anymore. Someone told me they got sold, but I don't know anything about that. Well, listen, everybody, when you're running for election, how do voters contact you? How do they find you, Taylor? Tell us.
Well, we're very active on our Facebook page.
Okay.
It's not too hard to find my email or my phone number. You can contact the city clerk. They'll be happy to distribute it.
Great.
We just sent out mailers to those who requested their vote by mail ballots.
Very good.
I included my phone number there.
Well,
so.
Listen, I'm so glad that you came to see us today.
Lori.
You can call Lori Davis and find me anywhere on the internet. I am your realtor for life. Call me. I'll get you in touch with Taylor if you want to talk to him. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. It was wonderful. And guys, remember to get out and vote on November 7th for City Council in Vero Beach. Have a great day. Vote for Taylor Dingle. Bye.